Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Mhlanganyelwa Zuma is a hypocrite. He is not an honest man. He is very dishonest. He didn't see anything wrong with the system in South Africa or with the voting system in South Africa when it favored him to be in government. But there's everything wrong with the system of voting in South Africa now because it didn't favor his MK party. Let's dive deep on whatever that is currently happening in political spectrum regarding to the matter of Jacob Zuma. In 2024, there were elections in South Africa on the 29th of May. And Umkhonto weSizwe Party was voted to be the third largest party in South Africa. For the first time in history of South African political spectrum, a party emerged and it got over 10%, I can say. Because the last time, I think it was COPE and it got 7%. And Umkhonto weSizwe Party was able to cross the line and go above 10%, and they were on 14%, and they became the third largest political party in South Africa, passing the EFF, which dropped with 0.5%. But before we dive deep on that one, hello and welcome to Leto's Daily News. My name is Leto. You are watching the undiluted political analysis. So let's dive deep on it. Then, after whatever that happened, MKP started alleging that votes were rigged, which is something that we all know because the vote that the EFF got, for me, they're not realistic. And the vote that the DA got, for me, they're not realistic. For the ANC, I agree. They might be true. The votes of the ANC might be true and might be even way, way, way less than what the ANC claim that they've got. I think they've rigged elections somehow, by the way. I don't believe that the ANC got those votes. But when it comes to the DA, I'm 100% sure that the DA didn't get those number of votes. I think there was some sort of rigging there because black people and white people are already tired of the DA. You understand? They're already tired of the DA and how the DA operates. But let's dive deep on this one now. Why am I having a serious problem with Jacob Zuma? In 1994, after all the negotiations that happened from 1990 up until 1993, the CODESA negotiation, whereby it was speaking about the transferring of power from the former colonizer to the new colonizers, which is the ANC and their partners in the so-called Government of National Unity, which I view as Government of National Uncertainty. You understand? So this is what is happening. The African National Congress, one thing is they went to elections, EFF went to elections, MKP went to elections, DA and other parties, because all parties that were involved in the 2024 local government elections, they were 26, if I'm not mistaken. And all those parties, they went to elections. MKP came. Jacob Zuma said, votes have been rigged. Umkhonto weSizwe Party got two-third majority. Number one, I don't know what they think that everyone in South Africa is crazy. Because there's no way that MKP on its emergence, they can get over two-third majority, which means they can get 50 plus 1 of the votes. It's highly impossible. It didn't happen. They know that one. But they claim that they got 50 plus 1. They got two-third majority. That's number one. Number two, I think the reason why MK is complaining like that, it's because they never planned what happened next if they don't get the two-third majority. That is why they got 45% of the votes in KZN, but up until date they're not governing KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal is governed by the government of provincial unity, which exclude MKP and the economic freedom fighters. We knew that the DA will do anything in its power to sideline the EFF. But the MKP failed itself in negotiation because the same principle that was used in the national ukuthi the party with majority of the votes then leads the negotiation and be the one that it's providing the presidency. As you see that in the government of national unity, the ANC is 40% national, but because ANC is the majority political party, or is the party with the majority of votes, is the one that provided a presidential candidate. Hence, our president today is the president of the ANC, Mr. Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa. I understand. So MKP failed itself because they waited for Zuma, and according to Mbalula and all the negotiators of the ANC, they said during the negotiation, Zuma was unavailable to engage with the ANC, and none of the MKP members can engage on behalf of President Zuma. And now, my concern is that Jacob Zuma is complaining, saying that the votes have been rigged and they've taken their votes as the MKP. For me, it tells me two things. Number one, it's that when he was in the ANC, they were rigging votes. That's number one. If they were not rigging votes, it means whatever that he's saying is just a fantasy. It tells me that number one, when he was in the ANC, they were rigging votes. Number two, it tells me that he is overrating himself. He's overrating himself. We know that votes were rigged, but he can't tell us about two-third majority. That one I refuse. With MK got two-third majority. I think the political party that should be concerned about the votes being rigged the most is the EFF. One thing about the EFF is that they don't fight losing battles, because they don't have proof that the number of votes that they claim to have been rigged can get them a seat. That is what Julius Malema said, that we can't fight because we're not sure that we're even going to get a seat. Imagine going to court and fighting so hard, and then they say, let's adjust. They adjust only to discover that you don't get any additional seat. It's like you wasted the resources of the organization that could have been used to transform the constituency's life. That is why the EFF refused to take it to court. And the logic behind what Jacob Zuma is saying, for me, it's illogical. The logic is illogical, or the logic doesn't make sense. Because he's saying that now we need to vote on drums. Like for what? Why should we vote on drums? Saying MK must have their own drum, EFF have their own drum, ANC have their own drum. Like, why should we even vote with drums? Is it necessarily though? Because for me, that's really unnecessarily. For him to say that let's vote with drums, it's unnecessarily. It's really unnecessarily. So this thing of MKP, like for me, I incagile. So Uzuma must tell us the truth. He didn't see anything wrong with the voting system of South Africa when it made him the MEC in KwaZulu-Natal of Cocta for 5 years after the elections in 1994. He didn't see anything wrong with the voting system in South Africa when it made him the deputy president of this country for 2 terms, even though he didn't finish his second term because Mbeki removed him. He didn't see anything wrong with that. He didn't see anything wrong with the ANC or with the voting system of South Africa when it made him the president for 9 years, even though now he's claiming that he was complaining then. But the truth of the matter is, that's not true. He never complained because it was on his benefit. He didn't see anything wrong. But when it's not favoring Umkhonto weSizwe party, which is his party now, all of us, we must jump because Zuma said so. All of us, we must jump. We are not going to jump. We're not going to bow to Zuma. So I think he must just fix indlela acabanga ngayo and know that the world doesn't revolve around him. And it can't be politics because it can't be fair politics because his party has gotten what he wants himself. Like, I think that's something that we need to bring to his ear, that South Africa is not governed by him and politics are not ran within the Zuma corridors. So that's hypocrisy. And the hypocrisy of Jacob Zuma is too much, guys. Another one, he once told us that Cyril, they're selling out, the MKP members, they're even saying that Cyril is selling out by going to England and all those kind of things. Even Jacob Zuma sold out. Even Jacob Zuma sold out. These are the two biggest hypocrisy stand of Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. Because they're telling us that, yeah, Cyril went to England, he was going to sell out the country. Even Jacob Zuma went to England. Even Jacob Zuma was in the presence of the Queen. And we know that there's a secret oath that is being taken in the presence of the Queen, which means it nullifies the oath that they've taken in South Africa. Hence, they must take an oath here before they take an oath there, because that oath must come second to nullify the current oath they take in South Africa. We have a serious problem. That is why Julius Malema said, I am concerned that Zuma claims to be for black people, but white people are saying Zuma was much better than their puppet, Cyril Ramaphosa. Because at some point I feel like Cyril lately, it's been challenging the status quo the way it is. That is why Julius Malema gave Cyril his flowers and said, Cyril, in this thing of Donald Trump, he handled it very well. But honestly speaking, so Zuma must not act hypocritical here. And MKP members must stop being hypocrites. Zuma went to England as well when he was a president. Cyril went to England when he's president. Number two, Zuma didn't say anything wrong with the system when it favored him. He must not see anything wrong when it doesn't favor him. I can't. Bye-bye.
My thinking at the moment that when the party is voting, there must be a big drum for MK. MK members must put their things there. If you are in Qatar, you must have your drum there, where Inkatha will vote there. And those things must be counted from there to the basket that is counted on. Nabangi. And then later you take as a to keep a smile. Why can't we do so if we are indeed democratic? Why you must now go that side, put it there? Do you see what I'm talking about? Yes. I'm saying people that we are looking for, they must understand this, they must vote for the truth.
Yes.
The complaints that they've been put forward are too serious. Very, very serious. This is not, or they are not like small little points. They are very, very serious. Before we could come to voting, many trucks were caught, driven by wrong people, instead of those who participate in making it sure that everything is done properly, fairly. Nobody must force us to say now this is what are as a result. Well, the results are not correct. I think the institutions must satisfy us that they did look into the issues. It's the first time ever since freedom where people arrested doing wrong things. First time. I'm sure we all know that some people got arrested. You don't know? You are not journalists then. There's something else. Journalists must know everything, don't you know? Huh? Yes. We are going to need the time. Nobody must declare tomorrow. No. If that happens, people will be provoking us because we know what we are talking about. We are not guessing. We know. And why should they rush to count? And I'm hoping whoever is responsible is hearing what we are saying. Don't start trouble when there is no trouble. Give the political parties, which I think they are a majority, the chance to present their cases, their information, their everything. Don't rush us. These who have been in charge can't investigate themselves. There are numbers that have been pushed from one direction to the other. We know it. And that must come out. This thing of being rushed, bring your report now, because by this time we are closing. But who are you working for? They're supposed to be employed by us. I'm saying this, people, because this is not for us to trouble us as South Africans. We are here for peace, to everything nicely. That's why, because we knew we needed 2/3 majority. Don't try to interfere with that. This is within the law. And if the judges in South Africa don't respect the law, my view is that we should go to the international court where the law will be exercised. It's not a small matter to steal the votes of those who have won. It's not a small matter. It's a matter, if it comes to the push, I would sell all my cattle in order to get the money to go there. We won. Those who did not win pretended to have won.
Where the problem begins.
Instead of sharing, giving it to somebody else.
Chief Justice Raymond Zondo.
Exactly. And he uses of being a Chief Justice to instruct his people to charge me and to sentence me to 2 years. There's never such a thing in any democracy, in any situation. So I couldn't be those judges by not helping him. They were themselves doing the wrong thing.
Are you
I'm not coming to your court if that's the case. I fought for this freedom. They didn't.
Are you angry about the way that was handled?
Absolutely.
Do you remain angry?
Absolutely. I will remain angry until I die. Because they were wrong. They were totally wrong. The judge first was wrong. They were wrong. And I will never accept it. Even today, they can repeat it. I will go to jail. If their jail is to put people there who have no